Yay! Welcome to this exciting Zoom with me and Vladica Djordjevic. We are so happy to have you here. And our plan is to invite you to start being more excited and waking up excited. So we will have a spontaneous conversations. Your questions are very welcome. And let's see, what can we create tonight? What can we unlock? What can we receive? What can we be for each other? I'm so happy that we are doing this Zoom together with Vladi. So let's see what contribution combination of us to be to the world, to all of you. And yeah, hello to all amazing places around the world. We are seeing that you are from literally everywhere. So how cool. Yay.
Yes, we are actually very, very grateful for each one of you contributing with your energy to this class. We can call it a class, or we can call it an inspirational video, because it actually inspires, and it makes me excited to have all of you on and to tap into your energies. And hopefully we will say something that you can take with you that will create more ease and joy and creativity in your life. Yeah.
Yes. So we were asking questions like, what can we together actually really contribute to the world? And a lot of people is telling us that us both have this energy of sexualness, and actually we have a sense of being really happy and excited to be alive and to be we are happy to create our lives. So Vladi, why are you waking up excited? I mean,
why are you not waking up excited? That's my question to you. We actually live on a planet that it's like heaven, and there is so much to discover, so much to explore, so much to create, so much to contribute, so much to receive. So for me, only that as a possibility is huge. I don't say that I have always been like this. It has taken a lot of work and actually getting insights of the values of what's valuable to me, and what am I being, what's my value, why am I here. So yeah, actually I do wake up excited every morning. I even put my clock very early on so that I don't have to sleep through the day, but I get up really early. If I can get up sometimes at 5 o'clock, I do that. And at 7, I'm already I'm on fire. I'm sorry if this is too much for you, but this is me.
Yeah. And that's all.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah. I just wanted to say something. It's like, I see people who are who would like to sleep the whole day and are tired of their lives, of the job, of something. So I also, in the past, I was not like I am now. I'm really happy and excited, and I also wake up very early because it's like it's so inspiring that you have this morning for you, and it's like you can really enjoy yourself and do some things that completely change the energy of your whole day and your future and whatever you would like to create. And I actually started practicing like gratitude routine. So it's like I really write down every day and acknowledge why I am grateful for and who I'm grateful for or what I'm grateful for. And this really is a great start and a great energy to actually to start your day from. So maybe this is one tip that you can also start practicing. And I love, even if it was hard for me, because I love to sleep longer also. But since I'm with Nate, it's like he kind of invites me because he's so, energized. He was so energized. He wakes up at 4 or 5 in the morning every morning. I mean, since like always. And like I saw him when I woke up at 7 or 8. Like he was like, he already have done so much for himself. He has used this time for himself. Like he was reading books, like going for a walk when the sunrise was there, or like meditating, or just, you know, enjoying his cup of tea or something. And this inspired me, like, wow. I mean, and I always like, I knew that we need to take time for ourselves. And usually we are so busy creating things during the day. So now I have my time in the morning. And usually it's like also 3+ hours, but it really creates more. So why won't we choose that? And yeah, gratitude is one of the elements that really will help you like waking up excited, and not just waking up, but being excited. So like we are not normal, I think. I mean, I know if you are here, you are probably not normal. So it's like, and we try to be normal and try to be less than we are constantly. So we don't choose what will make us excited about life. And then we get so bored living like pretending normal lives, and like trying to pretend that we cannot do and create what we knew we can. And this is actually what is killing the excitement. So I would like to invite you all to start choosing things that are like not normal, that are out of the box, that maybe that will make you excited, even if you will fail, like but to have the courage to choose what will make you excited and what will create like extraordinary life for you. Just
so to add on that, I would actually like to add a little bit on that. If like gratitude journal is not only for the energy of being grateful, but it also gives you a possibility to acknowledge what you have achieved. Like me, I'm a person that I'm traveling a lot. I'm actually meeting a lot of people. And maybe I have done things in a lifetime that people don't do in 10 lifetimes, because that's a little bit of my lifestyle. So what I realized is, because I also do this gratitude thing, what I realized is that last year, I summarized the year at the end of a year, and suddenly I just realized that I have forgotten a lot of stuff. I've been to so many places, to so many cities, and I couldn't even recall the name of the cities or the people that I have met. So, and you don't have to travel like me, but if you really look just for a second at what is happening during a day, maybe in your mind you think that every day is similar to the other one, but actually it's not. And if you start to acknowledge and just write down something, then you will actually realize how much things and possibilities and fun is available there for you all the time.
Yeah, that's really true. So it's like, and maybe you can start functioning as the question, as you have maybe heard that like we in Access encourage you to ask as many questions as possible and to live as the question. So like maybe like you should start asking yourself, okay, what can I choose today that will make my life more exciting right away? It's like, what can I add, or who can I add to my life to be actually even more excited? And this question will create possibilities for you, will show you what you can add, who can you add. And so you will actually be excited, because I used to have this sense of excitement that I even forgot to eat like lunch, or like, you know, can you imagine being so excited that you just want to create and like, you know, experience this life and live, that you even forget about the food and you don't want to go to sleep in the night because you are just so excited. So how can we have more of that, even now, especially in these times when the world is really changing and everything is like, it's really changing. So what do we want? What reality do we want to see here, and what do we want to create? in this world. So we can still have that. We don't need to give up on this during these times, but we need to turn it on. And maybe it really starts with the relationship with you and with your body, because if you feel great and in your body and being you, this is like very good foundation for everything else in your life. So maybe you can also start choosing more for you, or what, like how can you nurture yourself and your body and really taking time for yourself, for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually the body is always willing to be a contribution to you. It is for mainly the mind that is programmed into this, how do you say, when you create your life as every day being the same, and it comes from the mind, it's not from the body. Your body loves to move. Your body is actually very alive. It's a living organism that is not sleeping, and it's awake, and it gives you all the time information with its senses about your outer world. So if you actually train or exercise to ask your body questions and be in the question, as Nadia was talking here about the question, like, okay, body, what are you aware of? Okay, body, what are you showing me now? Body, would you like to take me somewhere today that will inspire me? Show me, body. So like everything else in your life, if you start a new routine and you invite something else in your life, then your mind will change route. So actually you will be able to recognize a possibility where you are the one who is in charge of what is going to happen, and you can change your body as you like, because your body is there to contribute to you and to all those changes, if you are willing to be in communion with your body and listen to the language of your body.
Yeah, that's so true. And as we are 3-day body class facilitators, body is always like coming up. I mean, it's actually it's a amazing tool and very important. So yeah, actually what I remembered when you were talking, it's like also one thing that it's like I mean that I perceive a lot in people, and I mean, and it's one of the major factors that it's stopping us from being happy, from being satisfied, from having the courage to choose what we know it's going to make our lives excited. It's like, is the fear. So the fear, you have heard about it, like, I mean, as a fear is a distractor implant, and it's like, I see how we grow if we actually are willing to confront with all the fears that we have, and actually, even if we are scared or afraid, take steps into the direction where we would like to go. So this is also like, maybe we would like to push you or invite you to go and to choose things, even if you are afraid, or even if you feel this fear, because fear is never real. And it's empty inside, and even if you feel it, like you can just allow it to be and still go through it in every choices that you are making. If you are like starting a new business, or if you would like to change your job, or whatever it is, or like paying so much money for something that you are not sure if it's going to be worth it, or whatever it is, it's like, have fun with your life, you know, try to make as many choices as you can, and like go also through all this, like do whatever you are afraid of, and actually this can be exciting.
You know that there is a book actually called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Oh, cool.
I read that book a long time ago.
And since then you are like unstoppable.
But I used it a lot. I love that. Feel the fear and do it anyway. For me, it was so inviting because
this is exciting. Actually, this is not boring. You know, it's
No.
like you never know what will happen. You cannot predict. You can, you know, you are just, you think you are afraid, but maybe you are just excited, and this will definitely change your life from being predictable, normal, like average, into something different, greater. And it doesn't matter, you know, if it's good or bad, like something like that doesn't exist even. It's like, it's just try, like experience the most you can of every day of this life. Yeah, whatever choices you want to make and you think you are afraid, like what if you do that anyway? Can you perceive the future?
Make that phone call, go to that place and laugh at yourself. If it doesn't go where you have decided it is supposed to be, just have a good laugh about it and see what will happen. Actually, nothing. You just become stronger, and that
and you receive awareness.
And you receive awareness, exactly.
Yeah, with every choice you make, even if it doesn't work, quote unquote, it's like you will get new awareness to make different choices that will actually work for you. So there are no wrong choices. Okay, maybe you have some questions, like somebody courageous enough to ask something that we can maybe contribute. You can write to the chat, or you can unmute yourself if you want. So yeah, what is making you not excited right now, and maybe we can contribute. Yeah.
Who is destroying your excitement right now?
Yeah. Yeah. Who are you made responsible for your excitement?
Exactly. And what are you waiting for?
Yeah. So if there are any questions.
No, they are afraid to ask.
Or they already know that.
I can ask one, Nadia. Thank you for this.
Oh, Prem, hello. How cool.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So I love this conversation already. Sorry about the noise behind.
It's okay. You are in India.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. So one is we spoke about choosing from excitement and adding excitement. That's great. But what about choosing from joy? Like, how different is that energy where there's no fear, but there's just joy, natural joy? So anything you would like to talk on that? Yeah.
So how is this different, like choosing from joy than choosing from fear?
Yeah.
I mean, this is also like, it's follow the joy always and follow the lightness. But sometimes, you know, something will feel joyful, but there will be this fear or doubts or something in between. And in those times, you need to choose it anyway. You know, it's like, we are not telling you that choose something that you are like really, really afraid of, choose it anyway. Like, I don't know, jump out of the airplane or out of the car while driving or something that will kill you, like not like that. But it's like something that is actually joyful. So thank you for that, Prem. It's like something that is joyful, or like that seems joyful, or you kind of perceive this lightness, but there is something blocking you from choosing it right away. And maybe this is like that you are afraid of something, or afraid of losing something, or afraid of failure or something. And in those situations, actually, it's when you feel that something will create more, is joyful, it's light, and but you are a little bit afraid of something. In those times, you choose it anyway and see what you can create and what this will create. And thank you for that. Actually, you need to follow joy and lightness always. And I always ask myself, like, what will make my life more exciting? You know, what challenge can I add to my life? What else is possible? What else can I choose that will, that will create, that will make my life just greater? That I will learn more, or, and I'm always like that. And when I'm in the comfort zone, when my life is kind of get boring, or when I know, something is just always the same, or everything is working super fine, I came to the point and I need something new. I need some new adventures. And I always ask myself, okay, where can I step out of the comfort zone? What else can I choose? What else can I do? How can I really create the totally outrageous, extravagant life and living? What else can I try? And sometimes I even ask, how can I fail even more and have fun with that? Or, it's just about that, not living really, really living, not just, doing something we don't like, or just pretending that we cannot choose any different because, I don't know, we have taxes to pay, or I don't know, bills to pay, or children to feed, or I don't know. These are just excuses. So it's what can each one of you choose right away that you wanted to choose maybe for a long time, but you have been afraid of, maybe calling a woman and asking her out, or I don't know, what is it for you? Something that it's feels really exciting or joyful, but you haven't done it because there is something stopping you. So
actually, can we just add on that? So if you make a choice like that, then you have to ask yourself also the questions. So what would happen if I am being rejected? And then embrace that feeling, because the fear of calling someone is probably that you are not going to be acknowledged in the way that you have decided to. You're going to be rejected, or there is a lot of things that is happening around you. And if you are a person that always love to be in control and how things are going to show up, you will probably be very disappointed, and you will say to yourself, okay, I did it and it was a failure again. But no, first of all, make it clear for yourself, what would happen if I get rejected? Will I die? Will I get sick? Will I, or things, and make it as dramatic as possible, and then look at the energy of it and ask yourself, who does this belong to? What form and structure has created this in my life? And where did I bought into this as a reality? Is this mine, or is this somebody else's? Those are the questions that I'm actually using a lot. This comes from the foundation class, and those questions can be applied to everything in your life. So you have to be willing to look at every single emotion that is coming up with that and ask yourself, how did I actually create this? Because I'm also teaching a class that is more scientific. It's about the defense system. And I just want to share a tool from that. What they say is, and they have done studies on thousands of people, is that all of us are actually most afraid of our incompetence. And we are also afraid of not being loved and acknowledged. And when this emotion is coming up, what is happening to us is that we block ourselves and we do not take the steps toward creating our future. And this is where you have to be willing to look at this and ask yourself, wow, this is the fear of not being loved. Okay, so how can I love myself today? And if I don't get the response or the acknowledgement, what can I choose instead? And how can I acknowledge myself with that? Because we are always waiting for someone else to acknowledge us, to see us, to give us the tools, to give us, to open the door for us. But that will actually not going to happen. We have to be willing to take that step ourselves. And hello, little one.
Hello.
Oh my God, so pretty.
Yeah, this is my cat from Bratislava.
She's so pretty. Little Nadia.
Yeah. She's helping me being more excited.
So
yeah, she was trying to jump from there on me, so I just took her.
What a contribution.
Yeah. Yeah, and what you said, Vladi, it's really amazing. So thank you for sharing this. And we just received many questions, so let's a little bit address some of them, or maybe let's see where we can go. So Ushka is saying that sometimes that kills my excitement is self-doubt and holding myself back. Yeah, definitely. So what if you don't let those things to kill your excitement?
And
you know
how about asking yourself, how about like playing with the element of trust? How can I trust myself today? And tell yourself, tell your body, I trust me. I trust myself. I trust that I can do it. I trust that I can choose it. And what is happening when you actually tell yourself, you reprogram your brain? Because where does the self-doubt come from?
From your mind.
Exactly. And it can be an old situation that you have experienced, and that situation is just repeating itself in every new project or in a new relationship or in a new situation in creation, and you just duplicate the past. So if you actually commit that you are the creator and you are going to create a different future, I can almost sign on it that you will be able to change it.
And what I always do, it's like, it's if there is self-doubt or I'm holding myself back, or if there is fear, like I always look what future like will I create if I make this choice. It's like, and I like need also to be willing to fail. It's like, and even if you fail, so what? It's like you got new awareness. You at least have tried. You now have more information and more clarity what is for you and what isn't for you, or what will work and what won't work. So it's always like when it's little bit uncomfortable, or not just little bit, when it's uncomfortable in life, it's like it means that you are growing. It means, and these are the experiences and situations which will make you rich, not in money necessarily, but as a person. And it's like, I mean, why won't you choose them? So, I mean, just go into the question and ask yourself always when you are holding yourself back or you are self-doubting, or it's like, be willing also to fail, be willing to be judged. It's like, don't allow those things to stop you. Like, look, what will this create for you? Or what, like, actually, yeah, like what it depends, what do you want, you know? It's like, if you want to grow and as a person, then why won't you choose something that is calling you in one way or another? So we could talk about like
you can also ask the question here, who is the one that is the doubter, or who is the doubt here? Is it you?
Or are you just aware of everyone else around you?
Exactly.
Or your mother.
Or your mother. Or your father.
Yeah. Okay.
Something that stopped me to create is the fear of a judgment that I could receive. So my question to you is it the fear of a judgment that you could receive, or are you judging yourself of what you could create and what you could actually achieve?
Everything that is for the pop.
So I would suggest that you actually ask yourself some questions. What is my judgment about me? What is my judgment about being successful? What is my judgment about not being successful? And you write down, you do that like for a week every day. And you write down all the answers that you get by asking yourself those questions. And then you actually destroy and uncreate them all and return them to sender wherever they came from. Because you will see, if you do this as an exercise every day, what will happen is that the answer will change and it will become lighter and lighter. And suddenly you'll realize this is just my stupid mind creating all of this, and nothing of this is real. Please, people, know judgment is not real. Judgment is the biggest lie that you have ever bought. And whenever you allow judgment to be true, what you do is actually that you give that energy power, and that power is controlling you, and nothing of that is true. So again, who has the power here? It's actually you.
How cool. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so let's I'm into all of that. I like that. So will you read next question, Nadia?
Yeah, actually, I can just summarize it. Pragalba, I hope I pronounce it correctly, is asking, like, I mean, she's just saying that she cannot wake up early, so she's not yeah. And I mean, we are not saying you need to wake up early, you know, maybe I just personally wanted to invite you to maybe try that and see how it works for you, but it's not a rule, you know, we are different and what works for you. I mean, if like you are the creator of your life, so maybe you have created a reality where you don't need to wake up early, and how cool. I mean, it's whatever you choose. It's sometimes like we just wanted to invite you to take time for yourself. And sometimes we are so busy during the day and even during the night that maybe mornings can be a great time when you can choose that and do it. And maybe you can start waking up, I don't know, 15 minutes earlier, and then after a week, half an hour earlier. And then you see if it actually works for you and your body. And you don't, like, you know, and you can always change that. Our bodies are like nature, they constantly change. So you need to follow your body and energy. But maybe you can try, but if you are going to start waking up early, maybe you also need to start going to bed before, or I don't know, you need to be in the question, but ask your body what works for it and follow. But sometimes you need to actually experience something and try something different in order to know. So don't judge yourself if you, like, you know, if you're not doing that, and maybe just play with it and try it. And you know, sometimes when it's hard to get out of the bed in the morning, maybe you can try jumping out of the bed and, like, you know, getting really excited. I mean, just choosing that. You know, like, sadness and joy is just a choice. And maybe just for the fun of it, you can make a joke and, like, you know, just pretend that you're super excited, and just, you know, maybe this will change your energy. Or you can start asking some questions, or like, you know, just do something. And then the hardest thing is the first 2 minutes, and then you are done and you are awake, and you can have time for you when everybody else is still sleeping. So how cool, you know, what else is possible? It was just an invitation, and it's not a necessity that you must choose it if you want to be excited or whatever. It's just maybe you can try that and see if it works for you. Yeah, and then or you can have time for yourself any other during the day, whatever works for you. So cool. Okay, jumping out of bed. Okay, well, she is happy. How cool. Yeah, really, I literally tried that, you know, and I sometimes we are, like Vladi said before, we are on this autopilots, like, oh, another day, I need to go to job, like I'm half dead, like, oh my God, I don't have time, or but what if you just say, oh, I'm alive, I'm healthy, I'm very grateful, like, wow, like sun is shining, how cool, you know, it's like you just start reprogramming your daily thoughts and choose your reality and become more grateful and become alive, and like, you know, it's like become present, more present, and it's a choice. So, you know, maybe you can just trick yourself and really jump off the bed and see what can this contribute to you.
And you don't have to judge yourself, actually, if it doesn't happen immediately, that you change a habit, because we as people we are so used to habits, and some of us doesn't have so many great habits. Maybe we smoke too much, or we drink too much, or we eat too much. We never have asked our bodies what our bodies actually prefer. And something that I learned, that I'm sharing in almost all my classes, this was a long time ago when I became a Kundalini yoga teacher. And actually, to pass the test, they forced us to go up at 4 a.m. in the morning, take a cold shower, do yoga for 1 hour, and then meditate from 1 hour. And if you can't do it, if you can't follow it for 30 days, then you just start all over again until you one day just have those 30 days and you can say to yourself, I did it. So I never did 30 days, but I did 21. And I have to say that it was a big achievement for me. It was amazing. That was a totally different habit in my life, and I was so full of energy and so full of life. So it was almost undescribable. And this was a long time ago. Okay, I don't do that anymore. It was a long time ago. But what do I want to say with that is actually that we are capable. We have so many capacities. We have so many gifts, and we are actually capable of everything. It's like Nadia said, if you could actually, let's say that there is no time limit of your life. If you could live your life forever with no death, what would you like to see in the world? What would you like to create? What would you like to experience in your life? So just put all of that down on a piece of paper, and then tell yourself that I demand for this to show up, and I'm going to actualize this no matter what. Now, what action do I have to take? Which steps? And what does that require from me? A wonderful question that I ask many times is, what does universe require from me? What do I require from me? And what does it take for me to have that I would like to experience? And you will see how things will rearrange themselves, and suddenly it will show up in ways that you couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really know that we create habits. Like I live here in Opatia, which is so beautiful, but the people that live here, they do not see the beauty. So when they meet me and I say, "Oh my God, the sunrise was amazing, and did you see that? And did you?" And they're like, "Oh my God, we forget almost how. Thank you for reminding us of all of this." So no matter where you live in the world, it is possible.
Start seeing the beauty around you.
Exactly. Thank you so much. What about the fear of death or losing a loved one? What questions can we ask here? Well, My question is, have you made death more alive than life?
Everything that right and wrong, good and bad.
And are you waiting for death to come and you have forgotten to live? Everything that is, will you please stop? Will you destroy and uncreate it all? So I would actually like to recommend something to you. On Vimeo, there is a movie that is called The 12. And I'm so fascinated by it. I've seen it twice. They have collected 12 wise people from all over the world, very old people, and from Amazon, from India, from Siberia, from South Africa. And do you know what this guy said about death, this old man? He said, why are you people so afraid about dying? Death is just going on holiday. So, isn't that a little bit fun? Like in this reality where we live, we make dying so terrible, such a disaster, such a catastrophe. We put so much sadness in it. What if your being is here to be excited for 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, 60 years, and it actually doesn't have a point of view about that. And when it's time to move on, we just leave the body. There is always a different perspective of how you can look at situations, at circumstances. And when you start to change that, you know, in Access, we have a tool that is called everything is the opposite what it appears to be. Nothing is the opposite what it appears to be. So I suggest that you use that as a tool. Every time you get afraid of dying, how about saying 20 times to yourself, everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. Nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Everything is, and see what is happening with your emotions. Okay? The 12.
Okay.
On Vimeo. It's wonderful, really. You will learn a lot from it. It's really wonderful.
So you have something to watch tonight. How cool. Thank you, Vlad.
That will make you wake up excited in the morning when you meet, when you listen to those people who are maybe 80, 90, and they live near the nature. They are aware of the sounds. They are aware of the animals. They are aware of the trees. If you want to wake up a little bit more excited, how about you don't have to get up as us at 5 o'clock, but get up at 8 and go in nature and hug a tree and talk to the tree and just ask the tree, how long have you been here? What do you know? What history do you have? And how come that you are just that gifting and receiving energy? How can I be that? Yeah, it's fun. Okay, thank you so much. Awesome.
Yeah, thank you all.
So, yeah, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And this is our invitation, Nadia's and myself, to come and play with us. We are having a body class coming up in Czech Republic.
Yeah, in Prague.
In Prague, and we are. I love Prague, and I can't wait to come and play with you.
And it's going to be a fun class because it's going to be with both of us. Yes. So a 3-day body class. Yeah, we are doing it together again. So how cool. It's actually in December. It's Friday to Sunday from 3rd to 5th of December. So 3rd, 4th, and 5th of December. So it can be a pre-Christmas gift for you and your body. And actually Grace Douglas is doing advanced body class in Prague 2 weeks after our class. So if you're looking for advanced body class and you still require prerequisite, you can join also our class and just have a trip to Prague. Yeah, we are really excited about this class, and we would like to invite you to come and play with us and expand your enthusiasm. Yeah, so, and really thank you so much, all of you, for your presence. I hope we answer most of your questions. We said it's going to be quick Zoom, 30 minutes, but you know, it's kind of impossible for us to go 30 minutes. So thank you, translators, for staying with us. So yeah, and the 3-day body class is going to be translated into Czech, and if you register soon enough, so we can provide translation also to your language, then do it. So here is the link for registration, or just for the information Nusha has posted in the chat, so you can find more about this class. And yeah, what would it take that we meet in person together? How exciting would it be for you to travel there and meet us, and let's have some fun together. How cool.
Thank you so much. And I just have to add, Nadia, because you used a word that I love a lot, and you actually said enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is that joy of creation. And actually, isn't the purpose of life to have fun?
Yes.
Yes. So how can you add more enthusiasm in your life? Ask that question. What can I be or choose today that would be fun for me right away?
Yeah. And don't do it. Don't choose it. Then you won't be normal anymore.
Don't choose to be enthusiastic, because if you are too enthusiastic, then you will make the world a greater place.
Yeah, so put some great music on and dance just for yourself tonight, and this will actually expand your energy, and everything will fall into the place, and it's really about the energy, how we create. So yeah, thank you so much. I hope tomorrow you all are going to wake up a little bit more excited or super excited. Jump off the bed and have fun in your life. So thank you all of you.
Thank you. See you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.